stuff?
You ready, Sam?
Oh, yeah.
Am I okay here? Am I okay?
Yeah, beautiful.
Okay. All right. Am I saying welcome to the Jackie and Daryl
Yes.
show? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Okay.
In.
Who's Bizak?
In 3, 2.
What's up, everybody?
Wait.
Welcome to the Jackie and Daryl show. We're back.
We're back.
It's been a while. We're back and
Gosh,
back in the studio and
It's
getting it
hot under
going.
these lights, too.
Yeah.
I'm sweating.
And I miss Jackie. I don't know where she's been.
Miss me.
She
I've been
went
right
on vacation.
here. I've been
on
right here. What you mean you missed me? That's like my neighbor next door says, "Oh, where you been? I live right next door to you. What do you mean
Ring
where
the
have I
bell
been?"
sometime, right?
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. We're not even gonna talk about that. I feel myself getting upset. So let's just keep moving.
Typical Jackie. Like
keep moving.
We're not even like 1 minute in and she's upset.
Man.
Which brings me to my first question.
Anyway.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Talking about communication,
I'm so
talking
glad
about
I got that
relationships,
out. That was
talking
bothering me.
about dealing with men and women and why we do it. I got a question. So, this question is for you, everybody. What was the last emotional decision that you made, and what was the outcome because of it? So, what was the last emotional decision that you made in a relationship, and what happened as a result of that emotional decision that you made? What do you think about that?
Well, I think that we make a lot of decisions based on emotion. When you make a decision picking a mate, a husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, and it ends up long term, and you base these decisions on emotions, it's going to be wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong. You say, "Oh, well, I was following my heart." Well, your heart can lead you down the wrong road. And then you'll look up 10 years, 20 years have gone by, and here you are looking at Jojo Bobo, you know, I'm always talking about Jojo Bobo. Jojo Bobo or Sally Ann, and saying, "Who are you? Why am I even with you?" Because during that time, you chose a person for where you were, not for where you were going.
And a lot of times we make
That was
emotional,
a good point.
That was
a good point.
That was
Okay,
good.
okay,
That
go
was
ahead.
good. That was awesome. And a lot of times we make decisions based on how people look,
And that's all shallow surface.
sex,
Surface.
right?
All surface stuff.
Yeah, because of kids,
Surface again.
different things like that. We make these decisions, and they cost us in the end.
Oh my gosh.
They cost us big time, because when you make an emotional decision or you make a decision based off emotions, it'll put you in a place you don't want to be, because it's called that instant gratification. You might be doing it because it feels good now, it sounds good now, it looks good now, but then you have to look at the longevity of it.
Well,
You know, when it goes long and it don't look like it used to look, it don't feel like it used to feel, it don't sound like it used to sound. Now where you gonna be at the end of the road?
Right.
And that's when you have to go deeper, and it can't be just emotional and overwhelming.
It's gonna be hard to go deeper.
gotta be
because
heartfelt.
it wasn't created in the deep. It was created on the surface.
Exactly.
So all that stuff,
And we know
all that
the
stuff
surface
that you,
things
it's
get
nothing.
covered up. It's just cover up.
All
It's
those
cover up.
relationships, everything you said, all those reasons you gave why people get together, that's all surface stuff. So I would say that you probably don't even know that person, and they probably don't even know you, because y'all met and connected on anything and everything that was surface. And surface stuff, emotions, that will never take you to the long term, the long haul.
Yeah.
It will never take you into the future.
It
Never.
It can't take that. Won't take you through the storm.
Not never.
Because when it get down and dirty, and you gotta fight for what you want, you gotta fight for love, you gotta fight for what's right, and you gotta do the right thing, or you just gotta make good decisions and come together.
You're not gonna fight
You
because you don't even know each other.
You can't come together and make a decision. No, you'll fight. But
With
you
each
can't
other, against each other.
Exactly. You can't resolve it because you can't go past that and get deep into it like, well, man, why am I really like this? Or why are you really like this? And then what can we do to make it different? I think counseling is great, but I really think it's a shame. I think it's a shame that two people that love each other has to go to a stranger to tell them how to live their life.
But you got to go all the way back because
I just really think that's. I mean, I think, don't get me wrong, counseling can be cool, and I think it helps, but I think it's a shame that two people have to bring a stranger in.
But the key thing you said was that you loved each other. Why? What made that guy love that girl? What made her love him? What was the foundation that even drew them together?
Right.
I mean, going back to what you said originally, if it was because she was cute and he was cute, or because I was going through this tough time, because I've heard a lot of guys say this.
Yeah.
I was going through this tough time and she was loyal to me and she was there for me and she got me through that. But guess what? You weren't supposed to make a home in that. You weren't supposed to make a future in that. She was, or he was, your friend. They came alongside your life as your friend to get you to the next phase of your life. And that was it. They were there for a season, and that's all they were ever supposed to be. Just that. But you decided to make a life in it and make a home in it. And now you wonder why you got problems. That's why you got problems. And I would say, and I'm going on and on.
No, it's all good. Go.
I would say that may never work. It may never work. And because it's based on things that were never real. It's based on all this stuff you imagined in your mind, and it was not based on anything factual or anything that had any depth. And it may never work. So that would lead us to our next question.
No, but before we go to the next question, I wanted to read some comments that I got from people about the question. I put the question out.
Okay.
You know, and actually, let's go ahead before I give you the responses, because it was twofold. There was two questions. The one about the emotional decision, and then there was also this last question.
Now that you're there,
we have. It's I want to keep it right. It says, now that you made that decision, how do you intend to get out of it, or are you just sitting there waiting for something to happen to force you to end it?
Right.
So, do you stay in it? Do you just stay in it, or do you make the decision to get out of it? And I wanted to hit you all with these questions. I mean, with these responses that you gave us, that you sent in to us. One guy said, anyone who has kids and they are not with that person stay too long for obvious reasons. So what he's saying is, sometimes guys or women, they stay in a relationship strictly because of the kids.
Right.
And is that right?
No.
No. I mean, it's a great thought, and it's really thoughtful.
It's a great thought.
Because you're thinking about the kids and how it's going to affect them.
Good intentions.
Yes. And so I applaud that, because that's good. But at the end of the day,
I'll give it a little side clap like that.
But at the end of the day, it's not enough, and is it really hurting it? The kids seeing you guys fighting and getting into it.
It's not healthy.
It's not healthy.
So what you're saying, you're showing the kids that this is how you have a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You get with this person, you argue, you fight like cats and dogs. This is what you do, and so they're gonna see that, and they're gonna put that inside of them somewhere, and in their relationship, as they get older, they're gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
So no, that's not a good idea.
Now listen to this. I had
not a good idea.
One young lady. She said separating from her kids' father to move to another state so she could get herself together. She said she lives, I ain't gonna say where she lives now, but she said she's still trying to find her way. She has a new job, an apartment, and but she's all alone. No friends, no family. And but the one thing she said, I also have a peace of mind, and I've accomplished one of my dreams.
Wow.
So that tells me that you had to make a decision, and you now have a peace of mind, and it also enabled you or allowed you to think and focus and achieve one of your goals.
Yeah.
Which you heard me, one of your goals.
Because she got the clutter out of her mind.
So now you're moving forward.
All that clutter, all that confusion, it's just all these voices they're talking, and all this noise.
Yes.
You can't think like that. You can't focus on anything. Whatever your dream is, you don't even know you got a dream because your mind is so cluttered with all of this confusion and arguing and complaining and this and that. It's like, oh my God, shut up.
Yeah.
I got to get the help away from you.
Yeah. And listen to this one.
Oh my gosh.
This young lady, she says, hey Daryl. She said, I stayed in my last relationship too long because I was afraid of being alone. When I left, it landed me freedom and no more abuse.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. For a woman to focus that comment towards me made me feel good that she could tell a man that, because this is stuff that women normally talk to women about.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
which is maybe not always the best thing because we give a lot of bad advice to each other.
Exactly. Like Jackie and myself. We talk to each other, we give each other good advice because she can help me with the way a woman thinks.
And you can help me the way a man thinks.
Exactly.
Right. But your girlfriend, she don't know how a man thinks. She's not a man. Even though she might act like a man, bossy and controlling, all that stuff. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that.
Look at this. This one
But
to you.
Going back to her comment though, real quick, that was really good. She said it was one of the reasons why she stayed was because of fear.
Yeah.
And that is a #1 reason I believe a lot of women and men stay. Men may stay because, well, you know, what if she leave and take the kids and then I'm never gonna get to see my kids anymore, you know, if they're a really devoted dad. I mean, he may be in fear about that. Or the #1 fear is this: what are other people gonna be thinking? What are all these external things? What are other people gonna think about us, about me, or and what I'm doing, what kind of person I am? I mean, they think all kinds of stuff like that. Men think about what other people are going to think. Women think the same stuff. If you're in church, what are the church people going to think? What are my family going to think? What are my friends going to think?
And
what are his family's going to think?
And women are very emotional. Women are very emotional. And this proves it right here. This young lady says, Jackie, I'm still deciding whether or not to stay because there is a disconnect between words and actions. All logic tells me to go, yet emotion begs me to stay.
Going back to those emotions again.
So the emotions are keeping her in this relationship.
A lot of people do that.
And a lot of people do it. And we're not experts, but we've been through things and we talk to each other, we talk to people, and judging by what's been said and what's been done in the past to other people, staying because of emotions is not a good thing.
What, your emotions change like the wind.
Man.
The wind blows and I feel something completely different today. That's what emotions will do for you. Nothing. They're going to lead you down the wrong road. Okay, he bust you in your head today. I should leave because he bust me in my head yesterday and the day before that. But I'm going to stay because, 3 months ago he was so nice to me and he cooked me dinner and he was so sweet to me.
That's what he did to get you.
Emotions again. So all reasoning is gone out of the window, but I'm gonna stay for my emotions. Come on, it's just not intelligent.
Look.
It's not intelligent.
So, and we're gonna keep
Your
moving.
emotions may get you killed.
Yeah. Remember, this show is about you, people. It's about you. It's about what you write in. So we want to give, to give you advice. We want to talk about your questions and your thoughts. And this one was, wow. She said, last emotional decision was to stop working to get healthy after having a stroke and raise my son. Landed me in a good spot. I have the confidence he'll be just fine. And I'm back to my old self. No setbacks. At the age of 1, he knows his name, ABCs, how to count to 20 and much more. Now, Daryl, this relationship part, wow. All I'm gonna say is love is blind. 10 years too long. I was raised to never give up or run away from my problems. I stayed because the person was a friend first. Our lives revolved around each other, childhood friends. Chemistry was so strong, even when mad, we couldn't stay away. I had unconditional love for him no matter the lies and cheating. Having kids outside the relationship, I seen more in him than he did for himself. Okay? Live and learn. Won't repeat that again. Wow. Shaking my head. Naive little woman.
Something that she said that love was blind. We've heard that comment. You hear that in movies and all kinds of stuff. That is such a lie. Love is not blind. Love can see. Love can truly see. That love is blind? No. You made a decision and you didn't have enough information. Or the information that you did have, you ignored. But love is never blind. Love can see. Love is direct. Love knows exactly what it's doing. And love makes decisions because it has enough information to make an educated decision. That's love.
Yes.
That's love.
So don't ever think
Love is not blind.
Yeah, don't ever think love is blind, because it's not.
No.
Love actually sees clearly.
It sees
because
clearly.
you love what you see. You
Lust.
love what you feel.
Lust is
you
blind.
love what you hear. You love what you do or what they do for you.
Yeah.
So it's not blind. It is. I like the
Let's
fact.
flip it over. Love is not blind. Love can see. Lust is blind. So I would say that those decisions were made on lust. How your flesh felt. How he made me feel like this. She made me feel like that. And you make decisions based on that good old feeling. And
because
that
you
good
knew,
old feeling passes.
because like you said, you knew about the lying and cheating
And you
and
stayed.
having kids outside of marriage.
And you stayed.
So you knew about that.
Right.
I mean, and you stayed because of your emotions.
Your emotions.
And the one thing I want to go back to is when you talked about the decision you made because of your kid. That's awesome. Because see, this isn't just about relationships with men and women. It's about relationships with your children as well.
When she said that she also said that she did some things to take control of her health.
Yes.
Because those healthy, crazy relationships take a toll on your health, on your body, bring all kinds of stress. They can create strokes, heart attacks, diabetes, and every other thing, and everything else.
She had a stroke.
Yeah.
She came back from
Yeah.
that.
So she took control of her life by getting the garbage out, and then started to take control of her health.
And stress
And
is one of the
rebuild her
main
life.
things that causes a stroke.
And she rebuilt her life. I mean, that took courage. Courage. It took courage to make a decision.
Yeah.
Producer question. Why do women have babies that they don't want or mean to have from different men continually? So you'll make a mistake, oops,
And do it again.
and you do it again.
I know somebody's there.
You make a mistake, oops, and you do it again. And it not necessarily have to be with the same.
Oh no, it's usually not with the same.
And
guy.
having kids with the same man, knowing he wasn't no good to take care of the first one, and then you have another one,
knowing he didn't want you.
right?
Yeah.
Or then going through that, and then get with somebody else, and then doing the same thing. Why do women do that?
I think that they do this. I think that this
I'm not a woman, so I can't answer that. I can only speculate. This is a woman.
This is what I think. I believe that a cycle gets started. So they get in that cycle, and then the first time it happens, and then it's just this vicious cycle over and over and over again. They keep gravitating, they pick the same thing, the same guy, same situation over and over and over and over and over and over. And I don't think that they really want to do this, but this is what they do. This is what they've been doing for so long. How do I stop? How and then you get lost in all that because now you with another guy, and then now you got another baby, so you got that baby to take care of. This one crying, you got one on your hip, and then you're pregnant again, and it's this vicious cycle, and you're in an environment like this because I would say that this woman has other friends that are doing the same thing too.
Ooh.
So she's in an environment for this to keep perpetuating over and over and over and over and over, and she doesn't have enough information to break out and to stop.
And check this out.
That's what I believe.
And check this out, and this is from a woman. I got a comment, okay, just now.
Oh my gosh.
I got a comment. This young lady
That's awful.
said the reason, and I believe this is the reason why women do that. She said the reason I stayed too long was because I thought I deserved whatever he did to me. Not a good way to live. Fortunately, I went to see a therapist to make the relationship better, and I realized after a lot of sessions that it wasn't my fault, and I don't deserve that.
So she didn't know who
Wow.
she was. She didn't value herself.
Yeah, she said, I found my way out and found the love of my life when God knew I was ready to accept the love. But I had to love myself first. So you have women that make decisions and do things because they honestly feel they deserve it. So the reason that people make decisions that they make, women make some of the decisions they make, is because they feel that they deserve it. But no woman deserves to get knocked upside the head. No woman deserves to be talked to abusively. No woman deserves to be done wrong. And fellas, if we make these mistakes, we have to correct them. Just because we did it before or we're doing it doesn't mean that we can't change. But we have to change. And women, I'll say this to you too. Women can get under a man's skin like nobody else.
Really?
Your woman and your children.
What is he talking about?
Women and children can get under a man's skin like nobody else. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. Especially if you care about the woman.
She can only get under your skin if you care about her.
No. Yeah. Well, really, when you care about her.
You're right.
When you care about it, because she can say things and you'll just be like, oh my God, what are you hearing? What are you talking about?
Wow. Yeah.
You know?
That's poor communication.
I just said this and then you said something different.
Something else.
Like, what did you just hear?
Yeah.
And the
but
thing
how,
is,
but how did you say it?
But
how did you say it?
But in some instances, no matter what a man says, and it's gonna come out wrong to you.
But that goes both ways.
Right?
That goes both ways.
But I was talking about you.
Oh,
women,
you talking about
women.
me or
Not
women?
You, women.
Oh, women. Oh, okay.
See, guys.
I mean,
see that I'm talking about women in general.
I'm just reading. I just want to make sure.
I'm trying to get some insight and some clarity for myself and the fellas.
Well, I mean,
what
can
we do?
Okay, if you're saying something and she hears it another way, I mean, that could be from, past hurts and pain and things that she went through, growing up, or past relationships or abusive relationships, or
so women do that.
Abandonment issues. It could be all kinds of stuff.
So women do that. Women respond to us sometimes.
But everybody,
not necessarily.
Not women. Everybody does that. Everybody does that.
But remember, I'm asking specific questions right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to get some clarity for the fellas.
Well,
so I'm saying
you can't put a blanket out there and make a statement like that.
You can.
Because every man will take that. Well, see, she has some issues.
But no, that's the.
They love to say that.
But that's the point in us explaining it and breaking it down, fellas. If
I know some brothers that got some serious issue.
But you see that's what I mean. I'm trying to get some clarity on.
But you're trying to put a blanket and saying that all women
you're not letting me
do
finish.
this.
You're not letting me finish.
All women don't.
But you're not letting me finish.
I'm sorry.
And I never said all women do that.
Okay, good.
See what I'm saying, guys?
Did you see how I just said that? I'm sorry, and I apologize.
But sometimes women don't even do that.
But I just did.
They just get mad and go away.
But I did.
But you did. I appreciate it.
So that shows that there are some women who do say, I'm sorry, I was wrong.
So now, if I may finish my point, I'm not saying all women do that. I'm asking, when women do that, is it because
when some women do that?
Okay, so when I say when women do that, that means if you do it, it applies to you.
Okay,
and if you don't do it, it's not applying to you.
All right, I just don't want.
See what I gotta go through, guys?
I don't want all women to get lumped in this one.
So now let me go back and let me correct myself because I just learned something. When some women do that, when some women do that, is it because they've probably gone through something, they're dealing with something, and that guy at that moment is reminding them of what they went through,
or something he
said,
or something he
is
did,
reminding them
or
of what they went through.
It could be. I mean, it could be that, or he could have said it jacked up.
Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard for women to move forward? Because y'all can hold a grudge like nobody's business. I'm talking about even not only with men, not only with men, with women friends, with women and women. You guys can get mad and you will hold on to it. You won't talk to them.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
Normal men.
I don't do that. I just wanted, for the record, this woman right here, Jackie, she don't do that.
But you know women that do.
I know some women that do. I know some men that do that.
I know. But
I know some men that do that.
Why
that I can talk to today, and they'll bring up something that happened between me and them 10 years ago, and I'm like, what? You remember that? Mm-hmm. Right? Isn't that how men feel?
A soft guy.
No, they're not soft.
A real man, if he gonna come back at it, he gonna move forward.
No,
he gonna try to go forward.
That ain't true. That's not true. That's a guy.
I'm talking from my standpoint.
These were men too, but they were hurt. They got hurt too, just like when people.
Okay, they gotta move forward.
But
if you don't move forward, you get stuck in the same thing. So now 10 years later, you still where you was at when you were 20 years old.
It's not always that.
Negro, move forward.
It's not always.
Negro. And when I say Negro, I mean Negro, white grow, Puerto Rican grow, Chinese grow, whoever you are. Move forward. You can't hold on to stuff 10 years ago.
But it's not always that simple for people.
But those are the same people.
And obviously that's the case.
And those are the same
people. We know so many people that are like that.
And those are the same people that's lonely. They can't keep a relationship.
But listen,
because they can't let go of baggage.
I know, but listen.
I hear you.
But where's the compassion?
No.
Where's the compassion?
There can be no compassion
there
because
has to be compassion.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
What do you
mean? They need to let it go because unless you let it go or find a way.
We know that. We know they need to let it go.
The compassion, even when you have compassion, they still digress and they go back. And it's almost like you're playing a victim and you want somebody to feel sorry for you.
And that's true.
But why?
But they don't have the tools that they need to move forward.
But you got,
which is why they're still in the same place.
And that's my point. And in order to get the tools, you gotta want the tools. You gotta seek out the tools. And if somebody give you the tools, you gotta accept them and use them.
That's right. You're right.
Period.
You're right.
And that's anybody. Men, women, aliens, whatever.
True.
Use the tools.
True. Use the tools.
That's my point.
Doggone it.
This is a real show. We want to help people.
Doggone it.
Heck, we want to help ourselves.
We want to help ourselves.
Help me to help you.
Help me. Help you.
Help you and you help me.
Help you.
That's why we read these comments. That's why we read these
questions.
That
was my favorite movie, Jerry Maguire. I love that movie.
What is with her and these dang old movies together?
You know
my favorite movie was Hush. Did I just tell you to shut up on the side?
I think you did.
Nah, I did. I just said Hush.
That's okay.
I'm just playing. But no.
Is there really a movie called Hush?
Yes.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
But anyway,
what about Silence of the Lambs? Can you compare a woman to a lamb?
Very funny.
Oh my God. So
moving right along.
But yeah. So guys, the reason that we're here for you. We need you to write in, email us at jdtvforyou.com. Go to the website, check out the past shows. You can go in there and sign up. You can leave your comments, questions. Give us shows. Give us things to talk about.
Give us what you think. Give us the things that you're going through.
Yes.
We want to know what you're going through.
And it can be anonymous. It can be anonymous.
Talk
or
about
you can tell us who you are. But the point is not to judge. The point is not to put anybody down. The point is for us to get together and communicate. Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey.
Sorry we had to end the show and it was going so good. But we're going to pick up on next week's show. So check it out and get in tune and get more of this good information.
All right. See ya.